Hello, my name is Chris. I just got a job a few months ago. After several years of being unemployed and searching for a job, I was so eager to be oriented and trained to enhance my productivity at work. But unfortunately I did not get these, and I was becoming emptier by the day. My joy for the new job was dying by the day. In fact, it seems I am bothering my boss and other employees with my many questions. So I am decided to ramp up my productivity. And this is where all hell broke loose. I literally set the organization on fire. I did not only throw myself back into the world of unemployment, I got other employees and my boss back to the job market. Please help me share my story to all employees and employers you know. Let them learn from my story. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. So as I was saying, 6 months ago, congratulations Mr. Chris. Welcome to our great organization. I am Mr. Mike, the Human Resource Manager. Let me take you to your department to meet your supervisor and your colleagues. Your supervisor will train on your job expectations. Feel free to ask him all your questions. I will be expecting your signed copies of your offer letter and job description before the end of today's work. Once again, congratulations Mr. Chris. Thank you so much Mr. Mike. Chris, you are welcome to this department. I am Mr. Lewan, the head of this department and your supervisor. I hope you have all it takes to work with us in our department. We very open-minded here. We work hard and must always meet our departmental goals. A copy of our departmental goals is posted just behind the door. I hope you have gone through your job description and the expectations from you. Yes sir, though I will need some clarifications. Chris, your work colleagues can always put you through. Let me know when you need any other information. Meanwhile, I will show you your workstation. You have some monitoring records to analyze. I was not getting trained at my new job, and my boss seizes every opportunity to yell at me anytime I ask questions for clarity. My colleagues were not helping out, as some of them were confused as much as I was. Training of employees was far cry in this organization, and most of my colleagues could not speak out, just because they want to be called brilliant graduates by our boss. 3 weeks into my job. Chris, I am so disappointed with you. Didn't you pass through the higher institution? How can you be asking such questions? I hope we have not made a mistake, employing the wrong person. Sir, I expected an orientation and training to help me have a better understanding of the process and what is expected of me. Young man, we do not wish to employ naive personnel. We need intelligent, not blocked heads. I advise you get back to work and find how others do theirs, and learn on the job. I will not tolerate any substandard service from you anymore. I felt so bad, unsupported and frustrated. So I seek advice from my senior colleague Sean. The earlier you learn to stop asking so many questions, the more smarter you look. We don't get the necessary training here, you teach yourself. I have to pay for some training myself to be able to fit into my job requirement. Chris, I am of opinion that be smarter. You are almost a month here, you should have learned the job. No one is going to train you. None of us passed through any formal training for the past 2 years since I joined. Training is an investment that should improve the employees' morale and educate them better on their jobs. I really feel unsupported and underappreciated. Chris, you better wake up to the reality here. I had no choice but to follow Sean's friendly advice. Since there are no documented procedures, I had to learn from my colleagues. So I ask less or no questions. I make decisions based on all I learned from my colleagues. And my confidence grew just like Sean and the rest of my colleagues. I thought I knew it all, until we had an external quality assurance audit. This is my biggest regret, 6 months down in my new job. Thank you so much Mr. Chris for putting me through with your process. I appreciate your time. You are welcome sir. 30 minutes later. Chris, what did you tell Mr. Sunday, the external auditor? Did you realize Mr. Sunday was here on behalf of ECA International as a second-party auditor? Meet me at the MD's office immediately. I was so confused at the anger. I only put Mr. Sunday, the second-party auditor, executive how we carry out our process. I told him all that I have learned from my colleagues. I remembered Mr. Sunday asked after the procedures, quoting some reference procedure numbers that I have never seen in the course of my work. I told him we don't have any documented procedure, because I have not seen any since I joined 6 months ago. Mr. Sunday requested for my training record, and I informed that I have not been trained for the past 6 months when I joined the organization. I told him we all have to learn from our colleagues. Mr. Sunday asked if I remember the last time any of my colleagues was trained. Of course I told him, I know of none for the past 2 years, just like Sean told me. 2 days after. Chris, do you realize what losing ECA International's job means to this organization? ECA International owns over 80% of all the contracts we do here. We have tried to maintain a good relationship with them. We cover our weaknesses from them. Everybody in this organization knows that they are being accusing us of incompetencies in our job. We have managed them so far. Why did you not play along with us? Mr. Mike, I did not know about this, sir. My colleagues all went on hiding when he came, and they requested that I stay back and answer Mr. Sunday, the auditor. Chris, your service is no longer needed in this organization. Here is your letter. You are fired. Thank you for the big shame you have brought to this organization. Thank you for also sacking your boss, Mr. Lawan, Sean and Timothy, your colleagues along with you. Please note that you have less than 3 hours to vacate this organization. This is how I lost my job, and how I threw my bosses and colleagues back to the job market. It is so unfortunate no one seems to understand me. I really feel sorry for all that happened. It was never my intention. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, share this video and also subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Enjoy more videos on quality management stories in the workplaces.